Today we'll be looking at photo mode and different options of what you can do with it. But also we look at what we've discovered in terms of glitches, things that's not quite working the way that it should, and then as well as things that we would like to see
implemented in the future
in terms of photo mode and what you can do with the camera.
So Aurora, what are you going to be showing us?
So we're just running through the different settings and things that you can do with the camera. You can control the time of day in terms of what you want it to be on your picture.
Which will be controlling the lighting as well.
Yes, in terms of the lighting. You can add bloom. I'm not quite sure what the bloom is.
It's just going to make that any highlights are like nice and blurry and illuminated.
All right, the depth,
dreamy.
Yeah, the depth of field is just blurring out in the background. Your contrast is just the coloring difference. That is either more or less color.
Exposure is going to be how light it is. Saturation is the amount of color.
Yes, thank you, Tara, for enlightening us with the technical terms.
Vignette is, I have no idea how to say that.
Vignette.
Is it vignette?
Yeah. That is just like a border that is more blackish.
You can also enable to be able to see NPCs or other players, and you can also switch them off.
Yes, especially if you in a place where there's lots of players, and that's going to influence your photo, and then you can actually switch them off.
So depending on where you want the focus to be in your photo, you can change that.
Yes, you just angle it differently. Right, you also have
different filters.
Yes. So the film was just like old type. Wild West is also more black and whitish type. And then the default one, which has got the colors. Right, but you can also focus on your pet. Now the pet is more in focus and the character and horse is in the background.
And your camera is orbiting around the pet.
Yes. So you can really angle it for the position that you want.
You can also increase or decrease the fields of view. You can either do that by, if you're on PC, scrolling with your mouse, or you can use the bar in order to increase or decrease.
And here again, the first person, you can see the hair is glitching, so that looks weird, Foxy.
The first person is a bit glitched. It would be amazing to just be able to ride the horse.
Because you would actually experience what it is like riding your horse.
Yes.
From that point of view.
So it's almost working. Almost. It's just a little bit weird that you can see the inside of the characters.
Nose.
And
eyes. Hair.
Eyebrows.
Oh, no, that's very, very weird.
It's very weird. But I mean, if it was working, it would be amazing.
Because this would basically be in-game, if you're playing, what you would see. Just a horse's head moving.
Yes, yes.
And then your surroundings.
Oh, it would be lovely if they could enable this for just like general playing. They don't have to keep it enabled or enableable.
No, it's a button that you need to click.
For the show jumping or the cross country, because it might just mess it up a little bit. But especially for the racing and just like riding with your horse, general playing, gathering items, doing your chest run.
So please, Foxy, we need that. First person in-game to play. Right, so here you can see the head is doing something funny because I clicked on look at camera.
Oh, okay, so you've got a look at camera option that will make whichever subject you have selected looking at wherever the camera is.
Yes. So that is a bit weird. The head keeps on doing something funny like that, even though it was off. So you can rotate your subject to where you want them.
You can physically move your subject so that it is in like a pretty place for whatever
the best side of the horse or whatever your motivation is for that. You can also change direction in terms of where it is located in your frame. Here the character is hidden because I've got a button that I can just toggle. So my focus is now only the horse.
And you can also edit the expressions that your character is.
Yes, there I'm just running now through all the different expressions that you've got. A few of them are quite accurate. There you can see the look at camera, which was doing the weird thing with the head. So field of view just takes you either closer or further away.
So you can actually pose both your character and or the horse. And there's a couple of idle animations they've made available.
And it's quite cool that you can pause the frame.
Yes, so if there's a particular shot that you want to get.
But that's quite cool.
Yes.
and angle. It shows you where the screenshot is being saved.
And this will probably be different for every person on their computer. If they
No,
are
I
on
think
a
that is the
computer.
default that they've made it. We're going to see here, and this, Foxy, should not be happening.
No,
If
death of the rider.
Yes, definitely. If the horse has got a rider on its back, it shouldn't be able to roll.
So I wanted to take a picture of this mom and the baby. So I positioned the foal inside the stall, even though technically in game the foal won't be able to get inside the stall.
Didn't have this tool, the direction, you wouldn't be able to
No,
position it inside.
You wouldn't be able to position it inside. I went through a couple of the poses. I thought this is pretty cute. I wanted to get like a slightly dreamy, sleepy expression on the foal's head, and then I switched my subject to the horse. I wanted the mom.
Oh, that's nice that your mom is looking at the baby.
I wanted the mom to look at the baby and positioning her so that she stood at like a nice angle. I continued to position the baby a little bit more. I wanted their nuzzles to touch because I thought that would be very, very cute.
But it is very cute. And otherwise you wouldn't have had the option of actually...
And it's really cool that you can pause where
do
they are
this.
in the animation.
Yes.
I had to retry a couple of times to get the right moment. I wanted the photo to be close enough to the two subjects so that it doesn't look lost, so that your focus is drawn towards your two subjects.
Yes.
I added quite a lot of bloom because I wanted to be like a hazy, dreamy moment. Maybe one of them was sleeping, maybe both of them were sleeping, they just woke up. I wasn't too happy with where the mom was positioned, so I changed her spot a little bit. So what I was trying to get with this shot was the mom horses sometimes nuzzle their babies at the withers.
Okay.
So kind of like grooming them and calming them down. And I also wanted to get like a hug version, if that's even possible.
Yeah, that's not quite a hug.
Like a horsey hug, snug nudge. So I set up a couple of shots. I think it was 3 in total.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was the mom and a foal. And then while I was busy setting up another photo, the foal disappeared. Poof!
Oh,
She was gone. And I had realized, okay, she grew up.
Oh, is that what happened?
So the foal was already 2,000 experience points away from becoming level 10.
Oh.
And after the foal grew up, the photo mode was kind of broken. So I tried to exit and I couldn't exit. It didn't work. It just brought me back to this. So I had to leave the app, close the app completely.
Log out, log back in.
And then log back in. And when I logged back in, lo and behold, I went to the Pets and Foals area and she was grown. Hayley is so cute. I love that she has just that little bit of pink at her nose. And that it's not like the entirety of her muzzle being pink.
Yeah, but she's also a swimsuit model, like Flash.
Sure. So the next photo, I went with Hayley, the new grown-up horse. We went to the round pen, just outside of Hartside. I was testing out you could actually not move. You cannot move when you go into photo mode. So
that was also a pity.
Walking with a horse, it's a pity, but I kind of understand why.
Well, it's a lot of controls that they've given you, and it would be difficult to still have that control as well as the subject and the horse moving.
So I was going for a very early morning ride, like a warm-up in the little round pen. It's not really little, but it's also not really big. And I used, like for the bloom, the pumpkin lantern as a reference because it has like a glow about it. Cycled through a couple of animations. This was the first time I looked at the animations. I thought this was very cute.
That one is a very nice pose.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I find this one very, very cute. Obviously, if I was sitting on her, I wouldn't think so.
No, definitely not.
But I settled on this one. I thought it looks very majestic. The only thing I was quite sad over was that you cannot edit your character, when she or he is mounted, you cannot edit their posture. Setting up that perfect shot that you're looking for might take a while to get it the way that you wanted it. But I think it's very rewarding.
Yes.
I think it was a very, very cute photo. And it's really nice that you can isolate your subject so that you can move them as well. That you can move all the different parts of the picture, essentially.
Yes. Not just the one subject. You've got
not just your character or just
control
your
over the horse and your character, as well as your pet.
Yes. And though it was quite time consuming to set up these shots,
I think that's just because you had a specific picture in mind, what you wanted to create.
Yes.
If you don't really care for any of that, and you just want to take the shot, then you're just going to position them and take it.
Yes. But anyway, thank you all for watching.
Please tag us on Instagram. Show us your pictures that you've created.
It would be so fun to see what you've come up with.
Yes, definitely. It's in the comments below. Bye.
Bye-bye.